Here in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And it'll be taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On second down, it's Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now ETN to start the drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3rd and 5.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hey, run! Think right!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Rodgers wants to change the look. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Jets come in with 2 wins on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he gets it down to the 32.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Poco over here.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Right now, you got 58.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence going to keep it.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended here after
after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again with Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
26.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Jupiter. Take right open.
Here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Lisa 24. Saint Frank. 11.
But to throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 2nd and 3.
Easy. Gun. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now Rodgers, a final shot before break. This ball deep for Toney. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kadarius Toney as time expires in the first half. And the Jets get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. Now done for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Washington now brings this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first 10.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He completes it to Ridley.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Hall again.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now looks like they'll move things around here. Hall on a give up the middle.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
out of the gun. They run it with Hall. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Chad Muma. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell, racing to the end zone. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Jets 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves.
He's got a man complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jump out! Jump out!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll give to Hall. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
13,
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Now the extra point.
The kicker on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 45, Jets 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now Hall to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
Rodgers wants to change the look. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw is Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
30 left. Hey, kill.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's to the 15.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 66, Jets 14. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Find out. You got 58.
All again on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Hall again.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Go, go. Think right. Think right open, open.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
That's going to be caught. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right.